My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Every week, we break down full fight cards. We give you our picks, our predictions, and we give you different ways to make money watching those fights. And one of my favorite ways is Monkey Knife Fight. Similar to some of our other partners, it's daily fantasy. All you do is you come in here and you say more or less on how many strikes you think a fighter's going to land, and you can triple your money, 25 times your money, and all sorts of options and many different ways to make a buck watching some fights. Check it out now at wewantpicks.com/MKF. When you sign up, they will instantly match your deposit. Take the free deposit match. Take their free money and use that to bet on some of these lines. Give them 50, they'll give you 50. Give them 100, they'll give you 100. Take their 100, bet on some of these lines, and if you win, you're up. House money. And if you lose, who cares? It wasn't your money to begin with. wewantpicks.com/MKF. So, we break down every single one of these fights. You watch our long 2-hour video, we break down the fights, we break down all of these strike lines. So what I like to do in this video is hop in and talk about the slates. These are different ways to look at these fights. And one of my favorite slates is Knockout Kings. Knockout Kings is you take any 3 fighters on the entire card, any 3. And if one of them wins by KO or TKO, which is important, right? Wrestlers get TKOs. KOs or TKO, you 1.25 times your money. So 25% net profit. If 2 of them win by KO or TKO, you 2.5 times your money. If 3 win, you 6 times, but don't chase 3. That's absurd. So let's come in here and you can pick any 3 fighters, which is amazing because that means you can take 2 fighters from the same fight and match them together. And let's take a look here. Who do we think will win by KO or TKO? I think Shavkat Rakhmonov for sure. Most likely submission, but the reality is he's putting people out no problem. Thiago Moises, probably not. Shalilan, probably not. Brian Kelleher, can. TJ Brown, probably not. Chris Curtis, that's what he's been doing. Mario Batista, certainly can. Josh Parisian, listen, that's a heavyweight fight. Him and Alan Badeau have a ton of knockouts on their records, but just have not been able to do that in the UFC. Julian Paiva, Sergey Morozov. Listen, he's fighting Julian Paiva, who's traditionally very tough, but there's certainly, as good of a counter striker he is and as good as a grappler he is, there's certainly some room for a TKO there. But I think Carlos Ulberg, Tafon Chukwi, listen, I think Ulberg wins this fight, but Tafon's got such insane power, and Carlos keeps his chin down. So we'll throw Tafon in there. Honestly, you could probably double this fight up. You can double up Ulberg and Chukwi because one of them probably gets knocked out. And if you did that, I'd probably remove Shavkat. But this is mine. I'm going with these 3. Again, I only need one of these to hit to win money. It's 25% net profit. I'm not going to pay my mortgage with that, but I'll come in here week in and week out and consistently throw down $50, consistently throw down $100 and make some steady Eddie type money. My next favorite slate is Rapid Fire. And Rapid Fire, you can 3 times your money. And what you do with Rapid Fire is you don't need to say the strike line. I just need to say more or less than this other person. Arman Tsarukyan, more or less than Carlos Ulberg, and Carlos is getting 9.5 more. Done. I like Arman Tsarukyan to land more strikes than Carlos Ulberg. The reality is, I get it. The Carlos fight will be a striking match, and this will likely be a grappling match. But this is 5 rounds. 5 rounds with strikes from top. Carlos Ulberg, I mean, one of those guys may get put out early. So I like Arman Tsarukyan there. Then we got Mario Batista and Jin Yu Frey. This is an interesting one because Mario Batista is fighting Brian Kelleher. And it says that they're going to go at it. They're just going to start swinging, and that's how those 2 fight. Jin Yu Frey also lands a good amount. She's fighting Vanessa Demopoulos, who is a grappler. They're both grapplers, but last time Jin Yu Frey fought a grappler, it was a ton of strikes instead. So I think Jin Yu Frey is actually the play here. I think she's going to keep technical striking, and it's going to be nonstop striking from her. So I think Arman over Carlos and Jin Yu Frey over Mario Batista as far as strikes are concerned. And then the last one that I absolutely love is 3 for 3. You 5 times your money in a 3 for 3. And this is just traditional more or less. So Jin Yu Frey, more or less than 82 strikes. I think more. I don't think there's a stoppage. I think it's a pretty one-sided fight, either striking or on the ground. I think Jin Frey gets past that. TJ Brown, 76, and he's fighting Nerd and Beak, and this is wrestler versus wrestler. This is tricky. I think less. This is a very tricky one. I don't love that line. And then Tafon Chukwi, 75. I think that's less. I think there is a knockout in that fight. And the last little tip I'll give you here is when we go back, I did all-day slates. If you want to narrow the field, go to main card or prelim card. So now if we go to our 3 for 3, we have Arman again, 101, probably more. Gamrot more. I think this is a straight-up war between these two. And then Alan Badeau, 64, probably more. Because I think those two, it's heavyweight versus heavyweight. They have power outside the UFC. In the UFC, it's all decisions. I think they just go at it. And this is total strikes, not significant strikes. So I like more across the board here. Guys, we have a free Discord. Go to the Discord. Share your thoughts. Share your picks there. Do it on the Discord. Let's all work together to take money from these people. I love them. They're a partner, but hey, that's the name of the game. We're all trying to get rich here. Share your thoughts on our free Discord. Let me know what you think about my picks and plays here. And don't forget, wewantpicks.com/MKF. Sign up, make a deposit. They will instantly match that deposit if you use promo code WWF.